I think we're finally getting going here now. They're screwing with a lot of stuff. First day of combining. Off to a rocky start, I guess. Good news is we fixed one issue on the combine. The bad news is still some issues haven't gone away yet. The big truck is still not fixed yet. It's acting up on Dad again, so it's not fixed. As for the combine, though, we were having a problem with it. The concave clearance was, we couldn't get it close to touching the concaves at all, the rotors. There was a plate on the adjustment linkage that was kind of warped and bent a little bit. So we repaired that, straightened it, repaired it, reinforced it, put it back on, and now we gained back pretty much well over probably 60% of the clearance now. So instead of it being, because everything else was adjusted where when the adjustment rod was all the way closed tight, it was still like 0.3 inches away from touching any one of the rasp bars. Now we fixed that now the clearance is about, when everything's closed tight, is about 1/8 of an inch now. The closest, so that's like 0.12 then, so it's much improved. And then with that, then I figured recalibrating here and whatnot, I figured it wrong, and I had my concave shut too tight, and I was kind of beating the piss out of the oats, and that wasn't good. I figured the wrong way. I should have had it open more, and I had it closed too far the other way. So now they're coming in a lot better now. So, but yeah, so hope everything's good to go. Sometimes my tailings skyrocket. Sometimes then it goes back down, and then it's just hunky dory. Then
probably doing about 80.
I don't know, maybe. But I don't know why. Like right now, their tailings are fine now, but sometimes all of a sudden it'll go up to the red then and just stay there for a while. I don't know why. I have my concave open quite a bit more than what it, the guidelines. We pretty much have everything open further than what the guidelines are, just because it's a halfway decent crop. So plus it's pretty dry. So yeah. So I think it's I think I got kind of stuff where I want it. It'll vary again. When I get to the old farm, it's probably going to change. For sure, we're going to have higher rotor speed. Put my rotor speed back up again. And clearance might have to play with a little bit too. And this is just nice. Yeah, dropping straw too now. We're going to have a lot of straw to bale up. Because it's kind of screwy. I can only usually make a round and a half, if that. And that's if that. So it makes it kind of screwy. I wish we could dump heading north all the time because of the wind. It's a light wind out from the south, so it's not too bad dumping heading north, but I'd rather not do it, but it's just the way it is. Yeah, this thing just vibrates, pissing me off. Just the constant rattling. Do I have a rake somewhere? Hey, I have a better idea. I need this glove. I don't know whose gloves these are. What if I put a glove on this? This thing just pissing me off. Just the extra noise I keep hearing. It's just annoying, driving me up a wall. Ugh. Oh, better silence. But yeah, anyways, the truck is still acting up yet. I don't know how bad it is. Dad's still using it yet, so I don't know how bad what it's doing for sure. So it wasn't those wiring harnesses. Now it's, I don't know if it could be an injector or not, because if it was an injector, you think it would be doing it all the time. It was a bad injector. But I guess I wouldn't rule it out yet. I mean, the injectors we got replaced on here as well last year. So That's why we went to the wiring harness then, now, and it's still acting up yet, but now it's like, well, it could, guess it could technically still be a injector, maybe, but I think it'd be doing it more often, though. It wouldn't be so sporadic. I swear, it could be that darn, it could be the ECU on that thing, the ECM. It very well could be. I've heard on those engines that it is very well possible. But it's the Cummins M11 Select Plus engine. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm gonna have cab oats. Wee. Go, 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 go. Barely, holy smokes. I'm just going slow anyways, like 3.5 really. It's about like the corn right now. It should almost start dumping sooner, but you know, if I were to do this again with a great big hopper full like this, it will not fit. I had to do it last time. I had to stop combining so I could empty it out all the way. Trying to stay off of the straw best we can, but end up having to drive a tire on it. I kind of veer over to the right a little bit here then too, to kind of, you know, still getting distributed into the rotors pretty evenly yet. Going in even yet. Just give her a little bit more room there. I ended up having to drive a tire down on some of the windrows. It usually bails up for the most part yet. Not too bad. Got a lot of oats laying. It's kind of, we thought about swathing some more this afternoon, but we're kind of holding the brakes a little bit. I mean, the stuff at the old farm, it's a little more green, so it's not as bad. They're saying rain on Sunday, so one of those things where we're kind of seeing what happens here. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, especially the combine here. Do something breaks on the combine or something like that, then we're at a standstill with a lot of crop laying right now, and heavy crop too. So I'm wondering if Dad's gonna start falling behind. I don't know. We'll find out. He can always, I guess he could always bring the semi out in a heartbeat, I guess too. But might be okay. It wouldn't hurt for me to go out and check things over if I find myself behind or ahead. Hey, badger hole. Buggers. Yeah, I'm full. I can only make a little bit more than a round now. This is insane. Holy smokes. Yeah. I know. Dad's running a little behind now, so. Ooh. Woo. Not as nice as looking as last year's crop, but wait till we get to the old farm. That should be a little bit better. Then the stuff was a little more ripe, so. But I'm going to, how clean did that look? Everything's, yeah, it's, I think I'm gonna, since it's getting thicker here, I'm gonna keep getting more to the thicker part of the field here. I'm going to do one of these maneuvers. Combine's not really working that hard. 65% engine load. It's just, there's a lot of grain coming in. There's a lot coming in for the rotors too. A lot of material. Try and just let everything keep up. Name of the game. Straw's still coming out yet. One thing about dropping straw, that's I wish I would have a camera mounted back there someday. Yeah, it's still going. Just kind of turn a little bit, get my back end to swing over, and then I can see in the mirrors then it's dropping yet. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Just pouring in there. Pouring. I pretty much can only, yeah, I'm down to pretty much one round. That's all I can make. Okay. Yeah, I gotta leave my door open a little bit. Yeah, the air conditioner quit working on here, so that is absolutely fantastic. Kind of give myself a break sometimes, get that door open when the time is right. Feels a little bit better in here now. Cool off. Just open the door for a while. But dropping back there. Yep. Starting to drop some straw here around this field and getting more of the around the sloughie part here. Yeah, there was hardly any traffic when I started. Now it's just been go, 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 I guess. I think Fridays were that bad. It's supposed to be close to 90 degrees today and close to 90 degrees tomorrow too, so at least there's wind. I mean, it's kind of windy right now. It's supposed to back off gradually and then blow nutso tomorrow up the northwest, so it might eventually be a cooler breeze tomorrow as the day goes on, but it's still going to be plenty warm out, so yeah, so I get the honor for a while of combining it without air conditioning, so we ordered a new condenser. We thought we fixed the broken tube and had it vacuum tested and tested good, it was holding, and then we charged it up, worked good. And we had combine out a week later then to work on some more stuff, and it worked then. And went to use it yesterday, and nope. Here, some of our, still had some, yeah, this stuff was lodged here, and had some cattle damage on this field too. The neighbors' cattle went through the field here in some places, so some damage there, but that's, we got it settled, so it's a-okay. And yeah, but yeah, anyways though, yeah, no air conditioning. The tube cracked in a different spot now on the condenser, because there was a kind of, it was rubbing in a weird spot where it, I don't know, must have had vibration or something, and it just cracked last year, and thought we fixed that. We did, and now it's cracked in another spot. So it's like, part of my language, but you little son of a. So ordering a new condenser. My brother's gonna bring some stuff. We're gonna see if we can get it going after we get done today. It'll be a little bit of screwing on. Only me and Dad right now, so amazing how much horsepower that chopper takes. It's amazing. It's incredible. When it's thick like this, I bet my engine load is 15 to 20% higher when you're going. But also the oats here, we noticed they're not as nice. I don't know, am I gonna get all the way to the end? Boy. Huh. Might have to actually turn out up here. It's pouring in here. But anyways, the oats, at least the first field and these fields, they're a little weathered. It's not as bright of a color on the oats. I mean, it's not bad, but we compared it to some of our stuff. We still had some stuff from last year yet, oats, and yeah, I won't make it to the end. I'll probably make it to where it gets thin there and then turn out then. But yeah, the oats are a little tarnished. They're not as bright colored as they should be. So they're a little weathered. I think that we're getting some tested today, but I think the test weight's pretty good on it yet. At least I think it weighs fairly good yet, but probably not as much as last year. But hoping the old farm though should be a little bit better though. It should be. Stuff was a little nicer there, so yeah, I gotta cross some windrows. I didn't think I'd fill up that fast. So, but gotta be mindful when I'm dropping straw. This combine's usually pretty good about not, you know, the straw making a big pile in the back. It's usually pretty good about it. The straw goes through pretty fast, so it's not like our old Massey combine where if you had to stop, you had to back up immediately, or else you would slug the straw walkers. Yeah, we'll go from there. Yeah, it kind of sucks. I gotta run around here a little bit, so till brother's coming this evening, so we'll have a little help towards the evening when we start at the old farm, and then for tomorrow then too. Kind of wish it was windy this morning, but I couldn't get going this morning though. Just working on the combine and empty grain. Dad went to do a little bit of baling the straw a little bit to kind of get going on that. We won't get done before it rains, but yeah, you know, the wind will quit today to get down to nothing and then get humid. It's kind of humid out, and of course, no air conditioning here. My windows are gonna fog up like they did last night. When the sun goes away, the windows start fogging up in here, so had to wipe the windows off a couple times, and yeah, it felt a lot better here when the sun went down. It got cool in here, but yeah, just not good. I can tell I've been going around the low spot a little bit there, where there was a little bit greener when I was swathing. They actually look a little bit nice, but I can tell they look a little bit darker than what they should be. So, but yeah, oats. Have a lot of oats this year. Something to be said about cabless tractors. At least if you're out in 90-degree weather yet, I mean, at least you still got outside air temperature, you know, underneath the canopy or something like that. It's not that bad out. Except plenty of water. But when you're in a cab though, it's like a sauna. It sucks. It sucks. Of course, it's got to be flipping hot out too, so top things off. Just makes it miserable. That's about it. And going along the slough here now, doing this big windrow here. Oats look a lot better coming in right now. Like, I can tell they're noticeably brighter. They weren't as ripe when I swathed here. Not as weathered. Yeah, they look noticeably brighter and they're amazing. So, I'm getting a little bit of a mix in here. They just had more water to pull from throughout the year here. Ah, it feels good. Woo! Feels beautiful outside. Yeah, I'll have to detail the cab sometime after all this crap. I'm gonna get a lot of dust in here at times. Yeah, it's kind of sucks in screwy fields. Don't have the grain cart close by. It's just crazy that stuff is just back here in this peninsula. Brim full again, heaped. Hope the wind isn't blowing off too much off the top. I don't think the wind's letting up a tiny bit, but yeah, I gotta drive empty all the way back. Waste some time there, I guess, but gotta gotta do what you gotta do though. So yeah, glad it's bushling the way it is. That's insane. That must get over 100 degrees in here. You kind of just get to that point where you're just sweating and you're just like, all right, that's enough. Open the door. Just woo. Man, it's like it feels like paradise outside. So having a little bit of a breeze. I mean, there's actually too much wind right now, to be quite honest, too much wind. But when it's hot out, having a little breeze, it's incredible. It helps a lot. Just being dead outside.